Don't
Well,
jump.
you well, you kind of took the words out of my mouth, which is you want to safeguard your investment. I've often seen shareholders or owners joining because they want to safeguard their investment, right? There's continuity. Maybe there's a board member who was serving for such a long time and now they're stepping down and somebody else needs to take their place and basically carry along the torch, right? That could be a good reason. Um, it gives a sense of giving back to the community, or you're taking the, like I said, the torch from somebody else and you're continuing to give back. Again, it's a thankless job. It's a volunteer position, and it does involve a lot, even though we here at ACAM are here to help. Board members still have to take their responsibility and their fiduciary, like what we discussed before, seriously, because some of these decisions can, have impacts on the building as a whole, right? Like these, they do have impacts, but some of them might have bigger impacts than others, like sort of like ripples from when, you drop a rock into the water, right? Um, I would say this is a side note where it could look good on your resume if you served on the board, because you can say in your capacity that I have experience, running a whole building or working to run a whole building. So those I think would be the points. Also, if you feel like you can contribute, if you're an attorney, an engineer, maybe you're an interior designer, um, all perspectives are usually welcome, right? And the more perspectives you have on a board, the better it is. So like instead of having like, two people who are um three people on the board who are all attorneys, maybe they're specializing in different things, but there's nobody on the board that knows anything about architecture, interior design, maybe they know gardening, things like that. Um, Variety is the spice of life, right? Like it's better to have more minds and different perspectives working in together to make your building the best place possible.
I was going to say, I think it's also effectuating change, bringing about things that you'd like to see happen in the building. Especially like Ivana said, you have people that have served on the board for a very long time. Sometimes some new blood in there is good to reflect the interests of those that are new to the building, or have different perspectives. Like people that have been there for a very long time might have different interests than young families moving in, or young professionals moving in. And so bringing about new ideas and effectuating change, I think, is a huge driving force. And yeah, I also think networking in a weird way, because when you work on a board, you are meeting people in city council, you are meeting other boards, you are meeting people in management, you might be going to the co-op condo expo and meeting people in different buildings. And so it kind of just is a new vein to tap as far as, finding like-minded people or finding other people that are in your industry and